All right, guys, what's up? How's it
What's
going?
happening?
Yeah, it's happening. So, Q, you started prep. The rumors have said,
Yeah, yes, I
The
have.
rumors have said.
and by the rumors I mean Nick Walker. Yeah, so I
Yes,
just I didn't realize you started prep at the gym when I saw you. I just thought you started a new plan or something.
yeah. Back in motion, bro. Feels
Yeah,
good to
it
get
does feel
moving.
good, to just have a plan and not eat as much food and all that type of stuff because it gets. How long
Yeah,
have you been eating like the
It's been
not
over a
bulk?
year, right?
Yeah,
every year. Yeah.
that's gonna be fun. And it's your first prep with your first diet to cut with your coach Matt Jensen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
First of many.
So
I'm
first of
excited,
many,
man.
yeah. So 5 days of cardio. You said 30 minutes, not too bad,
Yeah.
right? Pretty reasonable.
No, you know what's fucked up with me is I love cardio in the off season. I do it every morning. It
Yeah.
just starts the day, you know. I don't know,
No,
and I
I
don't feel like it hinders like progress for me by any means.
no, of course not. I mean, your whole system is like made for like recovering from training and all this stuff, and
Yeah,
so I don't think like with how anabolic we are, fuck 30 minutes gonna do anything. That's
no.
like people that
And
want to
it's not like I'm going fucking, when I'm in prep and balls to the wall, hard, intense cardio. It's just a nice, moderate, whether I do like the bike or a nice walk on the treadmill or even stairs for that matter. But it's nothing like I just break a little sweat, feel good, train abs after, or glutes after, or calves after, and then I'm good.
yeah, that's cool. So you do all the calf stuff. So you go to the gym in the morning.
Yeah, I either go to the gym or I have a lot of stuff in my garage. I have a bike, a treadmill, stairs, and then I also have some glute stuff and some ab stuff.
In
Um,
the garage.
yeah, by New Tech stuff.
Oh, cool. You know who does that too? I realized that Sean Florida, before he's opening up his gym now.
Yeah,
He has like,
I think it's beneficial just because like they say obviously they say you burn the most fat when you're in the morning during fasted cardio. So for me, it's why not just train the body parts that don't exactly matter as much per se in a fasted state. So abs, I get it done in fasted, so I'm gonna do it later. Calves, I'll do in the morning, so I will have to worry about it after training. And glutes, honestly, I rather just get that done in the morning as well.
yeah. What glute machine do you have?
Right now, I have the glute kickback. The new tech one is very smooth; it hits hard. And I just do the abductor one
Okay.
as well. But if I want to do like the glute bridge, every once in a while I'll just drive to the gym, and because I live like 5 minutes from like an EOS,
Oh,
so I'll
nice.
just go there. Some mornings do cardio, and if I like want to hit the glute bridge, I'll hit the glute bridge because I personally feel glute bridge is very effective for the booty
And the hamstring too, I find.
and hamstring. Very correct. Yes,
Yeah. And I guess your injury is like a little bit better now, I guess.
it's progressing. I'm not training uh, hamstrings at all. I'm not. Quads. I can do some leg extensions and shit. But like I'm not doing any type of insane amount, nothing drastic. I can hit glutes, which isn't a problem. Cardio, I don't find to be a problem. I did the stairs actually for the first time today.
Really?
Yeah, I love stairs. I don't care what anyone says. I love stairs. But I only did like a level 2, to be honest. I just took it very slow, and it felt smooth. Like I can feel still like the tightness of everything, which it's only been 5 weeks. I expect that, but there wasn't like really any pain, so I was very happy that I was able to do that. I was actually pretty nervous,
Yeah, I bet.
but normally I just do. I actually do. I love the bike, but like I love doing just a nice steady walk in the morning. To be honest.
That's cool. And you both did the guest posing. You both look good, but you had like a. So you were still super lean, Nick. I was surprised, and I think most guys are. But Quinton, you went there full blown, like real, like old school, like guest posing, like Ronnie back in the
I know. I
day.
feel bad. Quentin got a lot of shit.
Did he?
Yeah,
What?
there
Really?
was that one dude. I don't care. I'll say I think he's not the best guy, but Muscle Discord or whatever. I think he talks a lot of shit for some reason.
Hmm.
And then my guest posing, he's like, I don't know, Nick's waist still looks incredibly wide. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, bro. But then he basically said Quinton looks too fat and got too big.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
But
that's
here's the
funny.
thing, and I actually told this to Quinton, backstage before the guest posing. I said, look, you needed size, so Matt is going to put you through that one off season that you're going to just fucking hate because he's going to get you really big. I said, but once you get there, he's not going to make you do that shit again. It'll just be a slow, steady progression off seasons. But he likes to do that to where like he feels you need a good amount of size to be really competitive, which Quinton does because he's taller. And I think this was the off season where he needed it the most. But now going forward, he probably won't ever have to get this heavy again in an off season.
I think Q looked great, to be honest. Like I don't see like a.
I didn't see a problem. I mean,
It's a fucking
it was
guest
an off
posing.
season look.
It's a guest posing.
You
You're
know what
not supposed
the
to.
problem is? The problem is social media, right? Like in this day and age, everybody, because of social media, still has to look presentable. Not saying Quinton didn't, but when you get on stage looking more fluffier than a normal individual, it's like, oh, he looks like shit. Back in the day, there was I seen a picture of Ronnie Coleman, like he was fat, like
Yeah.
it was normal back then because there was no social media, there was no present, like no one gave a shit. So, but now with the marketing tools and what certain sponsors want and need, they want you to uphold a certain look, which I can agree to a certain point. But with Quinton, it wasn't like he was a fat slob. I mean,
Not at all.
he put fat on, which is expected. He's been in an off season for over a fucking year. What do you expect?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad. Like he still everything was still separated. You still saw everything. It wasn't like it was Elite Priest back in the day. Like,
Oh, Lee Priest. Yeah.
yeah,
Q,
no one gets fat like
do you
Lee
have any?
Priest.
Do you have any videos of that, Q, or pictures?
It's on my page.
It's on your page, right? That's why, like, I guest posing nowadays, like, it's fun to do. I enjoy it, but like, it's just it's like it's off season. We're not competing right now. Who cares?
Dude, there was like, look,
I mean,
there's even.
you can
There's,
still see somewhat of his abs. His legs are still separated. I
yeah.
think this is a good off season, to be honest. A peak off season, let's say.
Yeah. Lionel Bakey shows up like that at the shows.
Like if he, like if he got like this, I would say like in the middle of his off season, I'd be like, oh, let's reel it back a little bit. But the fact that this is peak and he's about to start his prep, I see no issue with it.
No.
And also, I was not on cycle, so I wasn't pushing. Like, I wasn't training for a bit. Like, yeah, I was having some good eats. Shit happened. But
Yeah,
it is
but
what
that's
it is.
normal. People need to understand, like, we're bodybuilders, right? We're hardcore, we're this, we're that, but we're fucking human. Like, we're not gonna want to train every once in a while in the off season. We're gonna want to eat some shit food every now and then. It's okay. What matters is actually I find that to be better because you feel a little more normal, you feel better, and then when prep time comes, you're really able to turn that switch and flip it and go hardcore. And odds are, because you gave your body that ample amount of rest, you're going to respond that much fucking better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, listen, I did not do anything for this guest posing. I was just still in shape.
Yeah. No, you did great.
Yeah, you
No,
looked
you
awesome.
both did great. Everybody looked good, I thought.
But I
people,
also I never really ever get out of shape, and that's just my choosing. I like to and I also feel with my height and the size that I have, I don't need to reach that level of bigness anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I'm also gonna get less and less lean as the off season goes on. Like this, But I didn't. I was eating. I always eat like 1 to 2 cheats a week, sometimes one, depending. But I just very strict on diet. That's really it. And I keep cardio in every day. I love to do cardio.
Yo, Justin,
No,
how's it going? Make sure you bring the mic close to you because last time the audio was
Shut up.
good.
Shut
Aaron
up.
said.
I'm tired of hearing about my audio. Listen, how does it sound right now? Because I actually made some adjustments on my laptop. Does it sound
No,
better?
it was good. And the last one we did, Aaron said that it was actually pretty good. He said, make him do the same thing.
The fans said otherwise.
Yeah, but I think it's just this one guy just trolling.
Trolls.
But how does it sound? Because I went through some settings on my laptop and was able to figure out like my input.
Okay, hear you. Yeah. It just Nick is a little bit louder, but that's fine. I mean, I'm sure.
I have no mic.
Is this better? Do I need to get up in it?
Raw dog.
Raw dogging. All right. Well,
I look all overexposed.
It's okay.
What's going on with that?
It's all right.
I don't know. Anyway, how are you guys?
No, we're good. We're just talking about the guest posing that Nick and Quinton said, and some guy was talking shit that Quinton was like too fat or something. But like people expect that, dude.
Yeah, you were pretty fat.
They're not supposed to look shredded like all the fucking time.
No. I mean, honestly, you looked fucking humongous, which is cool to see. Yeah, but it is what it is. And I think another thing that you're also like you weren't on anything. You had been off like all your performance enhancing supplements.
The goodies.
For like last like 7 weeks or something like that.
He had no goodies in the goodies bag.
Yeah.
It's
That's
funny
part of it.
Mentally going into the guest posing, for some weird reason, every single guest posing I've done, it just so happened that I've been off cycle for all of them.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And, like, but
well, you're also you look great. Honestly, I thought you looked awesome for full blown 1 year deep off season.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was in off season for over a year. Like,
yeah, Nick was just coming off of an Olympia prep. He was like 4 weeks post show.
I know. Yeah. I was just telling people like, did you do a diuretic for this? No, not even close.
Just showed up.
Yeah,
put his undies on and showed up.
Yeah.
It's like when we did the guest posing at the Pure Muscle show, and Nick Walker was just blown out, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm sure to dress up like a gladiator then. I'll just put.
After that, I literally just did the Arnold after that.
Yeah, I know that was crazy. That was fun. Yeah,
but I think it's also good for people to see that and realize that we're not just walking around completely shredded all the time.
Well, no, I mean? That's what I explained before you came on. I said what ruined that is social media.
Yeah,
I said they expect all of us to just be lean year round when the reality back in the day, everyone kind of got fat.
Like, dude, if you look at those old guest posings with Ronnie or Jay, like you got to see some you got to see some very big and slightly out of shape Olympians. You know what I mean? Olympia winners.
Hey Quinton, if you feel bad about your guest posing, just remember Trey Brewer.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
that was what I call I give zero fucks guest posing.
Yeah, that's what I call I signed a contract and can't get out.
Yeah.
Do you know who he is, Quinton?
I feel like I've seen.
Okay, let me pull it up. I think it's worth it. I also got a bunch of questions, guys, today for the Q&A. I have a lot of them, so if we could just nail some of those if you want. Oh my God, there he is.
Yeah, let's do something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share Trey Brewer just for the viewers' pleasure.
Oh boy!
Whoa, woof.
Yeah, that was rough.
Woof. Oh man, but he did some good ones before. Like, look, this is not too bad, right? Like, this is not too bad.
That's bad.
That's bad, you think?
I do. I think that's a little much.
Compared to the last one, though.
Yeah, the last one was pretty rough. That side chest looks pretty. Yeah,
what's up with that muffin top, bro?
I don't. This is.
I personally don't feel like any professional bodybuilder should ever look like that at any.
Let me tell you something. If I look like that and I got a call saying I don't give a fuck if they offer me like $10K, I'd be like, no, I can't do this. It's not.
Trey Brewer is back. I feel bad. I'm not trying to talk shit. I don't know.
No, I know. I mean, who knows what the situation was, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was fucking yoked when it was like in shape, though. Have you seen that when he won this Excalibur? It was good.
I don't know
Yeah, he
anything.
looks good.
He was just. I heard he just got burnt out. Like he was just done.
Dude, it does look like my mic isn't like I have to be all up in it for it to be.
Yeah, it
registering.
sounds really good when you're close like that, though.
You know, it's weird. It's like I never had these issues. Like whenever I would do like
I feel
girl
like
chat or
you should try with
like,
no mic because I don't do any mic, and my audio's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound good. It's just loud.
Mm.
The thing is, I have a very nice mic. It just isn't registered. I don't know what the fuck.
It sounds good when you're close like that. So when you talk, just come
But
by. Then we take a break.
I don't want to sit here and suck the mic's dick the whole time. It's
Whoa.
Sorry,
Hey,
that's.
no,
there's
no,
nothing
no
wrong
mic.
with sucking dick. Sucking dick's okay.
No
it's
mic is
okay.
better.
It's okay if you like it. If you don't like it and you're doing it,
Don't do it.
It's kind of not good.
It's weird. Well, I mean, I don't care. I'll just sit here and hold it like this.
Okay.
Does this look gay?
Should we do? Should we do some questions?
Well, no. Let's wait. Let's wait to do some questions. I mean, we've got some bodybuilding news to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
what's
obviously,
the news?
NPC Nationals just happened. We've got a new overall NPC
Oh, you know
champion.
what? I didn't even look who won. So where could I see that?
Who? I mean, you can go to NPC News Online because I think
Cameron Cheeks guy won the whole show.
Yep. Yeah, the light heavyweight. He looked fucking awesome. I thought he did a very good job.
Yo,
I think.
How many shows do you guys have where people can win pro cards in America?
3. Or no. Well, for men, it's 3, right?
Well, it's USA's, Nationals, and North Americans, right?
Yeah.
Because junior Nationals, you can't.
No, but girls can.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so where's the overall guy?
There's an 18 or 19-year-old kid that looked really.
Yeah,
you just went past the 19-year-old kid that just won the overall in classic.
Here?
Yeah, that's my friend Kyle Wilkes.
No, that's Jordan Vanderfield.
Here,
Vanderflyer, right there.
This
right
guy's 19-year-old.
So this kid is
man.
19 and came in and won the overall. He's got a very bright future.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, good quality. Glutes are in. Yeah, glutes are really
got so much more room to improve. It's insane.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
Wow.
Complete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got nice hair.
Yep. No, he really has.
You gotta have nice hair.
I know.
It does, man. It matters.
What's his name?
Anton.
And Anton. No, not
Anton's
Antoine. Anton. It's the Russian version. It is more Russian. So who's this guy here? Is that the overall winner?
That's Jordan Vanderflyer.
Okay.
He trains with Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked great. He got 4th place. The guy who won the supers was Justin Abbott right there on the left.
Here?
And he was peeled. He looked very good.
So
I think the only thing for keeping him from winning the overall,
his glutes on this pose.
That's why he didn't win the overall. No, I think the only reason he didn't win the overall was just maybe structure. I think structurally the light heavy was a little bit better.
So the light heavy one, huh?
Yeah, the light heavy one. Yeah.
Okay, so that must be him.
His hamstrings aren't really dug out neither, but
yeah. So here's the light heavy.
Yo, Antoine, doesn't he look like Brandon Medic?
Yeah, you're right. That's funny. So he won the overall, this guy.
Yeah.
The light heavy won the overall. That's really rare, no?
Yes.
It's pretty rare. Yeah, it is very rare.
It's usually super or heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I find the super heavyweight was sharper, but you're right. His structure is better.
He was sharper.
Who won heavy?
Let's see.
Fucking, what's his name? Why
is
am
that
I
him?
blank?
No, he does the heavyweight 5th place finisher.
Yeah, who won the heavy?
I'm drawing a blank right now, and I know exactly. I feel bad because I was just chatting with this guy on Instagram.
Middleweight, no.
Oh, by the way,
Jamal. His name's Jamal.
Congrats to Jasmine.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh
man.
yeah, Jasmine.
Jasmine smoked the show.
Dude, Jasmine's fucking legit, dude. She was
here,
and I'm sure it was more crazier in person too.
It was. She looked very good. Go to her page. You just can. Okay. She has like the Gilco video pinned to the top of her profile.
What did she weigh for that?
I think she was like 120, 124 or something like that.
That's awesome.
Should I follow her, Justin?
Well, that would be nice of you.
Well, yeah, it says.
I don't know if I should. No, because sometimes I don't know. Like I should follow like my friends' girlfriends right away. You know, I just wait a little bit longer than usual.
But she's your She's also your teammate.
You're right.
Show some support.
Well, I follow her now because she turned pro. I can follow her now.
There you go. She's earned it.
She's
Okay,
professional.
so
Very good V taper.
wow, look at that. Nice V taper.
Yeah, man. Like when she comes to like watch her lats.
You know what it
just
kind of
fucking
reminds me of,
bing.
honestly?
Wow.
Missy Truscott.
Yeah. I think Missy Truscott would maybe just
pose.
Yeah. I was so proud of her, man. I mean, this is only her second show, dude. She did her first show last year. She's been bodybuilding for about 14 months.
So it's like you did the same
baby.
Yeah, maybe a little expedited the process a little quicker than me, but yeah, because she did her last show. She came into her last show at like 10 weeks out. She was prepping for a CrossFit competition and then decided she wanted to try a figure show, won the overall, did a one off season, and then just won her pro card at nationals.
Well, that's an athlete right there, right?
So like 14 months ago, she was 6 weeks out from a CrossFit competition.
That's cool.
And then she just was like, I'm going to try bodybuilding.
I like
look at that. I mean, genetically, yeah, quads are sick.
She got better sweeps than me.
Yeah, better sweeps than both of us, man.
But yeah, no,
I was very proud of her.
Because I feel like I didn't really see many or any physique updates. I didn't really know what she looked like.
She didn't. No, she didn't.
Low key, baby.
Yeah, she was in the shadows, man.
Yeah, Shock Dorian Yates style.
Yeah. Well, congrats to.
Yeah, there's one shot that she posted at the very end.
Here.
No, that one that you just had pulled up in that little,
here
carousel. But I was.
Did Matt push her really hard, or?
Dude, honestly, not really. She got to eat a lot. Like she was doing 2 high days every week for the last like 10 weeks.
Oh shit!
So like Friday, Saturday, she'd eat up.
How was cardio?
She did quite a bit of cardio. I think she did like 55 in the morning and then 45 at night, like 6 times a week.
That's a good amount.
It's a good amount. That was just right at the end, like the last week. And honestly, Matt was very. I think with this division, a lot of times like girls can be penalized for being too conditioned. You know what I mean? Like
I think she looked perfect in my opinion.
Yeah, I really think that she was right there. Like if you look at like Sydney Gillen, like she's not the most shredded on stage. She just looks nice, smooth. She's got separation, but she's not
enough. But that shape is
exactly. So no shredded glutes necessary. So I think Matt really just brought her in exactly as she needed to win her class.
Yeah, I mean,
it worked out very well. She did. She looked nuts, man. I was very, very proud. And not just, you guys know how it is. It's a mental game too. So it's not just having the physique. It's not just being a good bodybuilder. It's like, you have to know how to win. You have to know how to be a champion and walk out and project that, you know, like when I watched her walk out and do her individuals, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. She just won it with her individuals. Like she told the judges she won it.
Here's the thing. And you know how it is. You have to walk out there and let everyone know how confident you are.
Yeah. You have to be the one.
Even if you know you don't look best. You have to pretend like you do. And
believe it or
not, that'll still carry you.
It will. It 100%. Will. I mean, there's girls there that were, I mean, Jasmine was definitely the clear winner of her class, but there's other girls that could have placed better if they would have just had their head on straight. You know what I mean?
Don't be afraid to have like that cocky little look on your face.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I might look like shit, but I still feel great.
Yeah, I'm fucking here. I'm here to win, even though I look like shit. I'm gonna Yeah, it was cool. Overall, I thought the show was really competitive. I think there was a lot of depth in all the classes. And like that light heavyweight class, there was almost 50 guys, man. There was like 47 guys.
There was like a lot in each class, right? Like Supers had like 30 some guys, right?
Yep. And don't get me wrong. Like every time there's like, 15, 20 guys that probably shouldn't have been there at all. But still, that's like, when you're looking at classic, there's 50 guys in each class. So there's like 300 classic guys. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Overall, the quality seemed a lot better than recent national shows. I
agree. Well, it was an eye opener to like how nationals is like the national show. You compare this to USA's or North Americans, it's just not even the same level of competition at all.
No, this one was very. People came to play for this show.
Yeah, for sure.
It's weird.
And the girls, I was so impressed with like all the females, like throughout all divisions, like the women's physique, the bodybuilding. Honestly, there were so many good wellness girls. I was like, dude, all these wellness chicks look like pros. There were so many girls that I was like, I can't even believe these girls are going home empty-handed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yo, you guys know that Elliot guy? He's an amateur.
Yeah. He just needs to get on stage.
Well,
Yeah,
I followed like 9 of his preps that he's had to pull out of for one reason or another.
Yeah,
Which guy?
it doesn't make sense to me, but
I don't know what it is. I think he got COVID on one of them. I don't really
I know
know
one
what
of
the
them
deal is.
he got like what is it, the Rabido or Rabido?
He got rhabdo. Yeah,
Rhabdo.
What's that?
I seen him there this weekend, and I could not believe the size of that kid's calves,
Big calves.
dude. I mean, they
calves.
make Quinton's look small. It was fucking nuts.
No, really?
I'm telling you, dude. It was no joke. Like I have good calves.
I just seen Quinton, and those calves got a mind of their own, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're on that level. They're just on a fucking 5'3" kid. They're fucking nuts, dude. I couldn't believe how big his calves were.
So which
Elliot,
guy
you're a freak.
Which guy are you talking about?
He didn't compete.
He didn't compete.
Oh,
he hasn't competed.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't competed in like 3 years. I think he did like a qualifier. He's supposed to do nationals in 21 when I did it, and then I think he's prepped for a few different shows since then and had to pull out for.
I just don't get how every prepper is like an issue. I'm not talking shit, but like.
No, I mean, listen, it's either super unfortunate or he's a guy that's in his head and like pulls out last minute because I don't know what it is.
He even looks great in all his off season, like.
Dude, he's nuts. He's a total freak. 100%.
He would turn pro at like 75%. That's how good he is.
I know.
Yeah, he's very good.
He could have been a pro right now, hands down.
is that the heavyweight?
I don't know.
Is it the heavyweight?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm tinkering around trying to figure out my microphone because I don't want to hold this thing to my face. Yeah, that's the heavyweight. That's that Jamal.
He's good
guy.
too.
What's his name?
Yeah, he's good. Jamal.
Jamal.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. I didn't want to try to pronounce his last name.
Musba.
Musba.
Jamal Musba.
I know he's a guy. So I competed with him in 2020 at USA's, and then I competed with him at 21 at nationals, and then I know he did North Americans, then nationals, then USA's the next year, then North Americans again, then nationals, and then USA's again, and then North Americans, and then nationals. Like this guy has been fucking running him up. Yeah, he's been going like every single pro qualifier for the last like 3 years. So it was cool to see him finally take it home, and persistence pays off, man.
It sure does.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm really surprised the light heavy is the one who won the show there.
Yeah, I didn't stick around, unfortunately, for the overall, so I didn't get to see them next to each other. But I did watch them both individually, and the light heavy was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what the consideration was, but you guys see how like the judging criteria is going. That what's his name? He just has like a little smaller waist. I mean, he doesn't have a small waist by any means. You see, he's like structurally wide through the rib cage.
He's just got a really wide back.
Yes, he's got very heavily muscled through the back
and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So his name is Trevor. Oh, I'll follow him. He's a pro too now.
Damn, he's following. You don't follow no one back, Antoine.
You're a punk, Antoine.
Sorry,
Show
guys.
no love. No love to the game.
You only get a follow if you're a pro.
Antoine, you're terrible, man.
Now he got pretty thick in his off season too.
Yeah, good arms, big arms for like light heavy, huh?
His legs improved dramatically during that prep.
You're right.
Yeah, they definitely did. Okay, see, I just turned up my microphone, and now I'm like redlining. Is that?
Yeah, you sound bad. You sound bad.
Too much. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna get there. Is this it right there?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck.
Oh my God,
I fucking did it, guys. I don't know.
I was like, holy shit.
So I already adjusted these settings before I got on the fucking podcast, but then it just reset them.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Are we good? Or did it just do it
guys.
Again? We're good?
Let's see what he said in the comment section now. That one guy.
You did it, man.
I'm proud of myself. I hope everyone's happy.
Yeah.
And quit hugging that damn microphone. Quit sucking the microphone's dick.
Yeah, he has a good. I think he's the guy who's the most like kind of like filled out of all the guys I've seen.
Yeah, and I think maybe like presentation wise, he was just better. Like I watched his posing. His posing was really good.
Yeah, the thing with Justin is I don't like he didn't like pose the confident look that
Yeah.
Trevor did, and I'm telling you
Yeah.
that makes a difference.
Fuck yeah, it makes a
Justin?
difference.
Another Justin?
Mm-hmm.
What's his full name?
Justin Wyatt, the guy that won the heavies or supers.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh,
He's very humble, and he's a very old school soul in terms of training, man. Like,
He trains like a maniac. That guy trains his ass off.
and I think you could tell like because he's just got that fucking gritty, hard look to him.
But you see, like he's a little wide through the obliques, and maybe doesn't taper as well as the other kid who won.
No, I agree.
So I think it's just for a guy like him and Nick, you can be a testament to this. Like you really need to be extremely polished, and your posing needs to be. You need to be able to hide these things in your poses if you do have a wider waist. Like it's just. Like you've been able to manage, like, obviously you don't have a small waist, but when you present yourself on stage, you really don't know it.
Yep.
Like the way he hit that front relax, it was like, you look good and you look like you have a ton of muscle, but it showed that your waist is a little wider.
It does. And I feel the way he did it, like you can squeeze in
the way you, exactly, the way you do it.
You have to just be able to feel that. But you could tell he doesn't, in that front, he didn't even try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the way you get into that front relax and you just fucking sit down and crunch and suck your waist in. Because you can see when he hits that most muscular, you can see his waist comes in. He just needs to have that waist pulled in all the time.
Yes. Yeah. He wasn't even like really flexing the abs that much too.
Mm-hmm.
No. And like I said here, he didn't squeeze his glute.
Yep.
On the side chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing that he does, like watch, he'll get up on his tippy toes when he hits his shot. His feet are flat right there, and it looks good. And then he'll get like the tippy toes. I don't know if that's how he gets his hamstrings to contract or what, but I didn't see much of
that. I did that when I did Chicago Pro,
and
it did strive them more.
Your hams,
yes, but I think now that I've done more preps, my hamstrings just come in a lot quicker now. But actually, it was Brett Wilkin because I did that show with Ivana, so Brett was there, and him and Matt were like, get on your toes. And you just saw them striate a whole lot more.
Really? Yeah.
It does help, but it's one of those things where like you're on your toes. Like you could easily just fall the fuck over and stumble,
Yeah, and maybe in the overall he was on his tippy toes and looked a little uncertain, a little wobbly.
I don't know if I did it for the routine.
You got 4th place there, which is like who got.
Yeah, but even here you can see like I didn't really squeeze my obliques in that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're much more polished on stage now. Like,
I know what you mean.
Wow, it's crazy to see how much I've improved just from this.
Pretty profound.
I like the hair too.
You like it short?
No, I like it now. I mean, it's still good short. It's a bit more flavor when you have hair.
Or is that guy's blocking your heel? I want to see you up on them tippy toes.
I don't think he is on for this.
No, I think I only did it on the back relaxed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes it kind of to crank the heels in a little bit, get on your toes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt we literally did it like the day before.
Dude, your posing has improved a lot since this.
It's still very good there, in my opinion, though.
It is.
Yeah.
What's funny? Like I think like who got 3rd and 2nd and 1st at that show?
So Akeem won, Justin, and then Max Charles.
Justin who?
Rodriguez.
Okay. Were they really better than you though?
In my opinion, no, because I remember getting off stage, and I actually wasn't upset. Like I was pretty happy, but I remember just looking at Matt, and I was like, they will never ever beat me again.
Dude, look at your conditioning there. Look at your glutes.
I almost feel like this was one of my most peeled looks.
It's almost the hardest I've ever seen you, dude. Like that.
I was so fucking conditioned for this.
Yeah. Crazy. You were the new guy on the block, dude. You just won your pro card, what, a week before? 2 weeks before?
No, this was 6 weeks after.
Oh, 6 weeks. Oh, shit. Okay. I knew it was close.
Because the following week was the show Antoine won. I think that was the Cali Pro. And we
2020 Cali Pro. I did that one, yeah.
We were going to do that, but that next weekend was Dallas's birthday. So Matt wanted me to wait to do Chicago, and I said, okay, that's fine, because I'd want you to be there. I can diet for another 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then within that, I end up moving to Florida and all that time frame. So I got to prep the last 6 weeks. When Revive was the gym, Matt basically saw me almost every day, and that was a show. I mean, beside this Olympia, I was eating so much food going into that show. It was insane.
All right, let's see. Let's revisit the first call out there.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Yeah. So here's Akeem on your left.
Yeah.
All right.
I arguably thought so. Actually, Phil Kahar was in this, and I think he was too. I was in like 5th place, and I think I came back and was even better at finals, and I think that's why I beat him.
Max Charles right here.
I also think they initially overlooked you, because I remember watching the show.
Yeah.
When they kept posing, they're like, "Oh shit," and they started to move you around.
Yeah, just there, you're like bigger than them.
But you see how you're hitting that front relax. Now you crunch down into it and suck your waist in.
Yeah.
You gotta have the size to do that though, because I like myself to do that, but
you get small.
Like I'm too small if I do that.
That's how I get.
You gotta find a balance to where, like, when you crunch down, you're not kind of hunching, but you're still upright. Like it. Once you are able to find like that middle ground, it usually looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep your spine vertical.
See, look.
Just use steroids; they'll get you bigger.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, look!
I heard a lot of guys do that.
Oh, whoa!
See that?
Hey, now there's the Timmy.
Hey.
Yeah, you definitely look separated there.
Look at that balance, bro.
Yeah.
Like 6'1" there,
dude. What the? Yeah, dude, you're like 5'8".
I know, right? But I do think I arguably could have beat Max at that show. But again, I'm not. It's my first one.
It's all good. Not everybody, wins their pro debut, man.
And I remember, dude, they posed Justin and Akeem so hard for that. It was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. What's Akeem up to these days? I haven't really seen anything from him for a while.
I think he just took time off.
Yeah.
Yo, that guy's so strong.
Oh, my God. That's ridiculous, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever used that swing squat at Pure.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him doing that at a gym like where he lives.
Yeah.
And it was maxed out with 45s. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's like a 3-plate max on that thing.
Yeah.
That thing's fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah, that guy's fucking crazy.
So did you guys see the update about the New York Pro?
Yeah, 20K.
Yeah, 20K. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool for those who are doing it.
Yeah, it is pretty cool for those who are doing it. Some incentive.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if someone was doing it.
I mean,
that we know.
Was it Lee Priest who made that point? Like, the shows, or was it Milos? The shows were 10 grand back in the day, and they're still 10 grand now, but everything's more expensive.
Dude, yeah.
So I'm glad that is it a Weinberger was doing this show?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully this sets the precedence. And I mean, I think last year, a lot of these promoters just realized people aren't doing their fucking shows. And when you don't have a competitive lineup, you don't have people buying your live stream, you don't have people buying tickets coming to the show. Like, if it's a really competitive show, people are going to travel and come attend the show.
I agree.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of fans out there that would like I think you've seen it in Texas, like when it was Hunter and Andrew and Carlos, like that was such an exciting show. So I think, some incentivizing from the promoters to get people to do these shows needs to happen.
It's funny though. Like, remember the deadlift contest I did at the gym?
Yeah.
Like, I had like over $4,000 in prize money. So it's like, I don't think it's that hard to find money for shows like that, because you have so much stuff to. Of course, it's more expensive to have a venue, but I
think people love to watch people lift heavy ass shit, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go to a bodybuilding show and you don't really have people that look that good, it's not that impressive. But when you're going to a powerlifting meet where you know people about to lift fucking 800, 900, 1,000 fucking pounds, almost every time people are prone to want to see and watch that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying that for
But that's
sure.
awesome that you raised that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
fucking cool.
I'm just saying that because I'm sure it's kind of easy to find an extra 10 grand somewhere for a sponsor. Like, look, I'll put you in the back, like somewhere, like for the whole intermission. You will have a huge shout out, this and that. When we come in, we see your thing. You just do a little extra things for them, and you get an extra 10 grand, and then boom, to show like the
Well,
winner is 10 grand more.
I'll also say this. Sometimes this is a business. Sometimes in a business, you need to invest. Let's say you do throw an extra 10 grand and you lose money. But because you put that extra 10 grand, you sold more tickets, you brought more attention, more eyes to your show. And then next year, you'll have more people that are doing your shows and more sponsors that want to get involved because they've seen the trajectory of your show. You know what I mean? So like,
I agree.
Sometimes it's just like, there needs to be, you need to put a little bit of equity into the show to see a return on investment on the following year. And if that means you fucking throw 10 grand out of your own pocket to get, a bunch of guys to do it, like Tonio just jumped in because the 10 grand. Like I was talking with Jacoby. He's like, we didn't know what we were going to do, but then the 20K came out. Now Tonio's going to try to get his title back. He wants to defend, So it's cool.
There you go, Q.
So we got Tonio and Nexzilla, I think, doing the show so far. Is there anybody else doing the show that we know of?
Raphael Brandau.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot Raphael jumped in.
Yeah. It's going to be cool,
Is there
man.
anybody that we know of our friends that are doing it?
I guess not.
I guess not. So, so hey, Nick, for example, like if there would be a show, let's say you do the Arnold, you win the Arnold, and then after the Arnold, there's a show that's like 30 grand for first place. Would you do it for
No,
30 grand?
I don't compete for money, bro.
No, I mean, like, would it, Justin, would you do it for 30 grand?
Yeah, probably, for sure. If it was a week later and it was convenient,
yeah,
I'd probably do it. But I don't know. It depends. You know what I mean? Like Nick's in a place where he's trying to win the Olympia, and if it's at all going to be a detriment to that, then no.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying that because in my head, I'm thinking that, like, what's the number that you attract? So, for example, they increase 10 grand, you get like, oh, Tonio is like wants to do it. But if you keep doing bigger prizes, how many shows could get as big as the New York Pro?
Right.
So, well, here's the thing. I also feel for me, like when I start a prep, I go all in, like to the point where like when I'm done that show, I need a fucking break.
Yeah.
Like I can't, so like if it's a week or two after, then yeah, maybe, right? But if it's like 6 weeks later, 8 weeks, that's when it starts to take a major toll, right? Yeah. And with knowing what I do on a daily, my body would just probably say, nah, you're done.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting that Samson is just like doing all these shows. So, but my theory behind that is that does Nick Walker go pedal to the metal, and then Samson goes 85%, but does win more shows?
Well, right? I think Samson does improve from show to show, and if you look at him historically,
he looks great.
His showing at the Olympia, and then when he won the Arnold, he stayed leaner and dieted through that and came in better. And then you watch from this year, the Olympia, from show to show, he was a little bit sharper each show. Where I think if you come in at 100%, it's hard to improve on that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
so maybe like if you're 100% of your first show, it's pretty hard to maintain.
Maintain. Yeah, it's hard to peak and maintain that. But I think Samson, I don't think it's intentional or anything. He's just in a position where there's that margin for improvement, and as time goes on, he's able to get better.
How is he looking right now? Let's go on.
Like he just hasn't peaked 100%. That's why
But man, what a year that guy had! Won the Arnold and then top 3 at the Olympia, and then crazy.
He's doing the Arnold and the Arnold UK game.
I know. Well, 2023 will be a wrap by then, but he's stacking them up, man.
What the hell?
I'm excited for him.
That's sick.
Hey, do your thing, bro.
There you go. 12 weeks out.
And he's not
12 weeks out. Look at him.
Oh yeah, I know. I look at this and I'm also doing the Arnold. I'm like, is there another category I can do?
Yeah, you do men's physique.
Jesus Christ.
He actually looks really good here.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, he does.
Needs to work on the lats a little bit, but
no, he's an amazing bodybuilder.
But those legs, Lord.
His legs and his chest, like the fullness that guy has in his chest.
I think his chest is very
like chest I've ever seen in person.
It's so freaky looking. Like I was watching him just do pec deck as we're pumping up at the Olympia, and just like every time he contract, his chest would like stick out like inches past crazy. His face. Yeah, it's nuts.
Well, that's good. Very good. He's doing the Arnold.
Well, I just read. I don't know if it's true, but Hadi's doing the Arnold.
That's what I've heard. Really? I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know if it was yesterday or today that it was confirmed, but well, if it is,
I know
that's exciting.
Lovely battle.
Jay Cutler knows the list already because Jay texted me. He said, "Hey, congrats on the invite." And I said, "What?" So yeah, you have the list? I said, "No, I don't think it's out, but I've seen it. Somebody told me." So
Jay's got insider info.
Yeah, I'm officially invited to the Arnold, so that's cool.
Time to buckle down, brother.
Yeah, so I wonder who else is doing it. So I think, and that was one of the Q&A questions actually, like who's doing the Arnold. So far we have Samson, we have James Hollingshed, there's me, there's maybe Hadi. Who else have we heard rumors of?
Besides, I'm not really sure outside of that lineup, but Hadi is really fucking exciting.
Martin Fitzwater.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Is he invited?
I don't know.
Because I think you have to put like shows you won in the last year.
Yeah, but Brett got invited to the Arnolds when he didn't win any shows.
That's true.
Oh, maybe Martin. Yeah.
Okay. And also Martin was like wasn't he top 2 at Arnold UK? It was a 3. He got 3rd.
He might have been 4th.
Oh, so he's done Arnold before. Okay.
Well, because it was Andrew that won, and then I think James beat him. James got 3rd, and then who got
James
2nd?
James wants to do the Arnold too.
Patrick Johnson.
Patrick Johnson, exactly.
James put in for this Arnold too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Arnold UK.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, could be dope. So you guys want to do a couple questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll do one. Then I gotta dip.
So let's do one for Nick. So Bo Lewis?
Yep. Yeah, we know Bo Lewis.
Bo Lewis is asking if he has bigger arms than Nick Walker, but he's the one who asked that question. And I said,
horrible question. Next one.
Yeah, and I said
you definitely have a bigger dick, Bo, but not arms.
Yeah, like 10 inches bigger.
Yeah, around.
That shit hangs to the fucking toe, bro.
I want to know a question for him. Who makes your custom trunks for your huge dong?
That's what I want to know.
God damn it, guys!
How do you fit that shit?
I hope you're friends with him.
I don't know the guy, but what is it? An insult? Is insult like, dude, you got a huge dick, dude? Like, hey, how dare you?
Yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, I don't know how he feels about that. I mean, it's not the worst that could happen to someone.
No, it's not the worst thing, but yeah, it seems to be preposterously large.
What's your what body part do you lack, and what are you doing about it?
What do I lack? I feel like there's honestly, like, so the main thing, which kind of sucks because I'm hindered, but I want to keep building my quads up, especially the outer sweep. So what I'm hoping is muscle memory and then some, works in my favor, during this time when I'm able to train. And also back. I just want a fucking huge back. I think I have a great back as is, but I really just want to turn around and then people just go, game over.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, I think from the back, like, as an overall, I'm like really, really good, but I just want to be more. I just, I think my hamstrings, I don't think I can get much better, to be honest. I don't want to get them too big at this point. But the back can certainly get bigger, wider, a little more thickness, So I think if I just keep improving those two areas specifically, I that's my goal. I mean, upper chest too, but I mean, that'll come.
I think as far as hams, glutes, adductors from the back, I think you have the best in the league. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I would agree. That's why I said, like, as like the whole thing, it's very good, right? But if you just limit the back, you know, I think I need a little more width. I think thickness is pretty decent. I could use more, but if I can just get wider and wider, it'll look a lot better.
Yeah. I think the back's just one of those body parts that you could just never have too big of a back.
No, and I feel I
Yeah.
respond better in the higher rep range for back. Because I started doing that like a couple years ago, like 12 to 15 reps, honestly. And my back did start to explode a lot more rather than doing, sets of 6 to 8 or something. So I'm just gonna keep hammering that and go from there. I've only been training 4 days a week right now. During eights specifically style. Obviously not leg day, but I just do an extra back day to be honest. And it's been working.
Good.
I feel like I don't feel overly taxed, and I just do one hard set and move on.
Awesome. All right, Nick, do you have to go?
I'll do one more question.
Okay, one more question. So this question
make it about him.
No, I don't want
to. This question is actually a general question. It's pretty interesting, actually. So, can a bodybuilder succeed on a carnivore diet? And by succeed, I mean do a prep, be full, and so no.
I think the answer is pretty straightforward as far as I'm concerned. I'd say no.
What about Dave Palumbo? What was he doing? Keto, right?
Yeah, but you're also talking about Dave Palumbo during a diet phase. He would use a ketogenic, but it was like a modified keto, so it'd be like a high protein keto.
Okay.
Which like a true keto is a low protein approach. It's like higher fat, low protein.
Yeah, I don't think you can get huge off that.
No. I think you also lack a few vitamins and things, and I think carnivore diet for somebody was just like it's like has some type of like inflammation problem or just like lifestyle or just like just wants to be active in general. It's probably really good, but for a body, but we demand so much more nutrients for the average person. So I don't think it's the best.
No, I don't either.
Another question here: fuck or marry, kill? Pancakes, sushi, burgers.
Okay, so I'm gonna fuck a pancake. I'm gonna marry a burger, and I'm gonna fucking kill the shit out of sushi.
Fuck fish and rice, dude. Come on.
Yeah,
disgusting.
So I know. So if you had to, I guess marry is like you got to eat it forever.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna eat a burger forever.
I think burger forever because you got everything in there: the vegetable, the carbs, the meat.
Yeah, that's an all-in-one.
And for a once in a while cheat meal, I think pancakes is more sweet, and sushi.
No.
Yeah, that's like the one I could
remove. I like sushi. I love sushi, but it's like
sushi though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I think if I had to go with one every single night, I might kill it. Yeah. I love pancakes.
So what's your choice? You agree?
Hold on, before I go, I gotta know specific type of pancake.
I'm like a blueberry pancake guy.
I'm blueberry. All day.
And he's out.
I think blueberry is a good call for real.
Yeah, you going chocolate chip Q?
Oh yeah,
with banana. A chocolate chip banana chocolate with a little peanut butter.
Oh yeah,
that does sound delightful.
That's good.
Remember the place we went, like called Stacked? We went there for a video.
Yeah,
I still think about that place. Every time I drive by, I'm like, man, that grilled cheese was good there. The pancakes were good.
You're dieting for sure, dude.
Yeah, I'm doing groceries now. I'm doing stories about stuff I can't eat.
I know. I've been watching.
Here we go again.
That's so funny. So, you have all those regrets. Like, why didn't I eat at that place every night this off season?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not too bad actually. So, do you want to do another question, Nick, or you're out of here?
No, I gotta go now. Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for tuning in again, and good luck with your dentist.
Yeah, fucking dentist. All right, guys.
Peace out, Nick.
See you guys.
Peace out.
Later, bro.
So another question here that's kind of controversial. The 1980 Olympia, Menzer or Arnold? Remember that Olympia?
Yeah. That was Arnold's comeback year, right?
Arnold's comeback year after 5 years hiatus, and he came in a little bit smaller than usual.
Yeah.
He was pretty lean, though, but he wasn't. You want pictures, Skip?
Yeah.
I'm going to go take a piss real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, there's actually a video. Let's see. share this. I don't know if it's a great video for that, but you see that, Q?
Mm-hmm.
So here's one here. I think Arnold's legs were a little bit smaller than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The back. I think Mentzer's back's a little bit bigger. Huh?
Is that
Yeah,
Menzer?
Mentzer's at the top, Arnold's at the bottom. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. So I found a video with like little. I found a video with little comparisons. Justin.
That's not very good. Sorry, Arnie. Yeah, I think this is like historically controversial.
I know.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
See the legs, Arnold's legs a little bit are not as big as they were before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Menster looks really good there with the bicep like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, he does.
Double, the way he's vacuuming.
And you know, without Arnold's with Arnold's legs being downsized, you see that his midsection was not as small. Like you can see just very straight, right? From rib cage to knees is pretty much a straight line. Where you see that taper with Menser.
It was a smaller Arnold.
Yeah. It was just past his prime, man, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if this would have been judged now, I think Menser would have won, right? If there was no names attached to anyone.
Right?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
If back then, if there was no name, like if it was just physique to physique, yeah, Menzer would have won.
Yeah.
But that's life.
They're really cranking those side chests, huh?
Dude, they're lean back.
They're rolling it back big time. Oh, I mean, maybe like was Arnold more conditioned?
This is such a testament to how much this sport has evolved since then, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Man,
these were the best physiques. This wouldn't win. This wouldn't win classic.
No, neither of these guys would be placing in a classic show right now.
Maybe Menser though. What do you think? Like
Maybe
Arnold is more mass, like to be like go against Bumstead, but Menser was like.
And we all know transport these guys into our modern era. These guys are champions. Like Arnold would have done what it took just to be at the top. I think still Arnold would have, with everything we have, had been very, very, very competitive.
I think Arnold would have had a physique more like Gunter though. I think bigger frames back then in the 70s, like Lou Ferrigno and Arnold, it did them well.
Yeah.
But because Lou Ferrigno like competed in the 90s where he was like almost 300 pounds, but he was not winning.
Yeah.
Right. I think like as that time evolved, the shorter guys had a better advantage. Because so I was gonna show you a picture of like Gunter, Shier camp. I think Arnold would have looked like that. Just a taller like that. Like yoked out, juice to the tits. Arnold in the 2023 would have looked like this. Which is fucking great because
that's really
this
good.
Is the guy that beat Ronnie in 2002, by the way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What show did you beat him in?
2002 GNC show of strength.
And then he looked better than him at the Olympia, which is.
Let's see. 2002 Olympia, I think Kevin Leveron got second place.
But I just remember, I think Gunter came fifth, but he actually looked the best and the biggest.
Wow, look at this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Ronnie looks amazing there too, but maybe
isn't it crazy that Ronnie can pose with his legs completely locked out and next to each other like that, and they're still big enough?
Right? Like the sweep is insane.
You know how small my legs would look if I just straightened about like pencils and.
What's going on there?
it's just like different top five. But yeah,
Look
so
at
Gunther was
look
good.
at Dexter, dude. Dexter is fucking holding his own,
Dexter
man.
was still there.
Hmm.
You know what's crazy? He was top six when I did my first year of bodybuilding, and then when he did his last Olympia, I did my first Olympia. He was still top six. So this
That's
whole time
that's
I
insane.
went from a teenager to an adult competing in the Olympia. He was in top six the whole time.
Yeah, over the span of like 18 years or some shit.
Yeah. Okay, let's do
Insane,
another
man.
question here.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, that's a funny questions, which the answer is kind of like easy to answer. So it's for Justin. What's Justin's plan on his high lat insertion?
Synthol.
Do you want to reinsert your lats lower?
Oh my god, my dog's going crazy. Yeah, I don't know. That's a really funny question.
Yeah, because maybe I'll explain for people who don't understand. The way your tendons insert on your bone and the length of your tendons, that's just genetic. You can't really change that. It's like how can
Yeah.
I close the gap with my bicep here, make my bicep longer? You can't.
No, you can't.
So it's like how can I make my abs even again? You can't change the shape of your tendons and your ligaments and your muscles. You can just make them bigger or smaller or leaner. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's why I put that there because I thought it was a funny question that
It is a
there's
funny
no
question.
answer.
I
Yeah.
think like my high lats help me from the front for sure. Like if you look at my front shots, front double, front lat, front relaxed, it all helps. And then from the back is where it holds me back a little bit. But I also know that as I continue to fill in and make my back thicker, it's gonna be less of a detriment, you know.
Oh,
So I
the bigger
just
your back gets, the it will be fine.
mhm.
Yeah. This is a weird question. This guy was wondering if my stepsister gets stuck in a dryer, should I go help her?
This guy watches a lot of porn.
Yeah,
I know.
you just need a saddle up from behind. And you want to pull from the hair, so you grab her hair and then brace against the dryer, and then just start pulling and yanking as hard as you can until she
I think I
comes.
would just take my foot, shove her in the dryer, close it, and start it.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay, dude. You want to hear a horrible story? My fucking one time, my cat used to go in the dryer and would like lay on the clothes when they were
Warm.
hot and dry, right? So the dryer's open, and my brother and we're all smoking. We were in fucking high school. We're smoking weed in the living room, and it's like my mom's like, get fucking fold the towels, have the laundry done when I get home. So he fucking closes it and like tumble dries it, and we're getting high, and then we just hear it's like bang, 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 and then the dryer flies open. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, we're just taking bong hits in the living room. And we go around the corner, and there's my cat, dude, like on the ground, gasping for air. All of its whiskers are singed back, and it's like going, like
Oh
fucking gasping
no.
for air. Yeah, it's all burnt back, like hairs are burnt. And I'm like, oh my god! So we rush the cat to the vet and get a jam full of fluids, and end up being okay. But like, oh my god, we cooked our cat in the dryer, dude.
Fuck.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
I've
so
never heard
terrible.
I've never heard that. So the
Yeah,
cat somehow managed to like while he was freaking out, open the door luckily.
it somehow the door flew open and the cat hit the ground. We heard it like thud, bang, like fucking the hell. The dryer just flew open and something hit the ground. We go in, there's my cat like half dead on the ground. Crazy.
Jesus Christ.
It's my brother's fault. I blame him. It wasn't me.
Your cat's a
Yeah.
fighter, man.
Yeah, I know. And then you know what ended up happening? We end up getting this cat better. We bring it home, and within like 2 weeks, the cat disappeared.
Oh, it was like
Yeah,
fuck
I
this
think it
place.
bounced. It's like fuck this place. These people are fucked up.
Trying to cook me up.
But I think someone ended up. I think like someone ended up like stealing the cat because like we seen somebody said that they seen someone like grab it and put it in a car, and then I don't know, weird shit. We just never. Just one day it was gone.
Poor cat. He gets cooked, gets kidnapped.
I
Oh
got
man.
kid. Yeah, I got dry fucking
Gets catnapped.
cooked in an oven, and then
Yeah.
yeah. So I always make sure to check the dryer every time because cats just love to walk in there. And
Yeah. You
That's
make a
hilarious.
good point. So that's another question here that's kind of interesting. The question was worded differently with like mentioning Sean Roden and stuff, but I'll just keep it his name with their names with not in that question. Are the cardiac arrest deaths bodybuilders suffer a consequence of being a professional bodybuilder? And should one take this into consideration before competing?
well, Antoine, I think that you're uniquely qualified to talk about this, considering you've had some heart issues,
Yeah.
correct?
So how I can answer that is pretty easy. Okay, let's see how many bodybuilders have heart attacks within that little bubble universe, and let's see the whole world. How many people have heart attacks?
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I think the number is not higher with bodybuilders. It's rather the same people, but it might arrive shorter in life.
Yeah.
You know, let's say if a bodybuilder is going to have a heart attack at 75, if he goes to 300 pounds, because has high blood pressure, doesn't check anything, you might have a heart attack at 50 or earlier, right?
Yeah.
So I think if you're going to have a heart attack, you're gonna increase your chances of having it if you go super heavy. I don't think it's bodybuilding. I think it's more like the weight and not checking your blood pressure. Because me genetically, I have like high blood pressure, and I actually because of Dallas, Roden, Rich Piana, all these guys, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll fucking check my shit. You know, like,
Yeah.
and then I found that I had problems with that, so I made the correct adjustments, and now, dude, I've been having like in the 120s every day since I
Yeah.
started
That's
prep.
awesome.
I'm really happy. So I think, of course, there'll be a risk increase, but only if you have like a predisposed problem. Because there's some people with like they'll never have a heart attack ever in their life. They're just their genetic is that's how they are. But maybe they will have something wrong with their kidney or whatever, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not the fact that you're a professional bodybuilder. I think it's the nutrition, the weight of the body weight. Because the more body weight there is, the more there's risk of high blood pressure, the more your heart will work. So if you want to bodybuild and you want to have low risk, you could do like classic or things like that. It would actually like because you don't have to be as big as heavy.
Yeah.
But I don't think if you do bodybuilding, you have a higher risk of heart attack. I think the risk is higher for you if you have predisposed genetic problems. And
Yeah.
the only way to find that out is take your blood pressure every day and go see a doctor, do blood work. How's your cholesterol? Because if your cholesterol is like your bad one is high, your good one is low, you have high blood pressure every day, and you're over 250 pounds, yeah, maybe go see a cardiologist to see what your calcium score is and take some blood pressure meds, or maybe revisit like the risk and reward for you of like pursuing your, chasing the size and stuff. So I think that's my answer, to be honest. I think it's
Yeah.
like it's mostly genetic,
Yeah,
to be
there's a
honest.
genetic predisposition. Like I know, even in Dallas McCarver's case, I think Matt told me that like the majority of the men on his side of his family died in their 30s of heart attack. Like it was just a genetic thing. But you said like you maybe do classic and don't push weight, but I think that honestly, even sometimes lighter guys like for me in my case, my body weight definitely drove my blood pressure up, and as I come down in body weight, my blood pressure
Yep.
decreases. So like, but I obviously I monitor my blood pressure. I take blood pressure medication, and I make sure that I don't have high blood pressure. But sometimes just PEDs in general, you can be a 180-pound classic guy, and because of the PEDs you're taking, your
Oh yeah,
response is your
for
genetic
sure.
response is going to be high blood pressure, and that can be different for everybody. Some people don't get high blood pressure at all from taking PEDs. Some people lose their hair. Some people get acne. Some people have crazy high blood pressure. It's never the same for anybody. So you just need to do your due diligence as you take this journey to see how you respond to these things.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that the best thing you can do is monitor your blood pressure, do your blood work. But the thing is, of course, like if you just stay home and do nothing, don't even drive around, you'll have less risk of dying and having problems. As soon as you get out of the house, fucking life starts happening. So you
Yeah,
just
no
got to
shit.
make sure that okay, what risk am I taking? Is it worth it for me? And how can I minimize the side effects? So
Well, I had a question on my YouTube. So I actually made a YouTube. I've vlogged the like Jasmine's nationals prep. So like we did a travel day, and I vlogged some training. I just wanted to vlog the weekend of her at nationals. And somebody comments was like, "Hey, I'm a fan of you and I'm a fan of the sport, but is it really worth it for Jasmine? Or is the prize money really worth it for Jasmine to be risking her health and to be deepening her voice and altering her jawline and losing her femininity and all these things?" He's like, I'm a fan of you in the sport. I'm just genuinely curious. And I told the guy, I was like, well, for one, this is my wife is doing these things without exasperating her jawline and deepening her voice. But I said, this reads like a question from somebody who's never been passionate about anything. I said, this isn't about prize money. So this is about her challenging herself, doing something difficult, achieving a goal she set out for herself. Like, I'm not trying to offend you, just like you weren't trying to offend me by telling me my woman is becoming a man while bodybuilding. Like, this just reads like somebody who's never been passionate about anything. Point being, having this passion and this desire, sometimes we look at a risk reward, and the risks outweigh the monotonous lifestyle of not pursuing anything, of not doing anything of passion, of not having goals and not doing something difficult, and that's fulfilling, and I think that that's important as well. Like, you can sit at home and you can play video games all day, but are you fulfilled? Is that the life you want to live? And for us, obviously, we factor in these risks and we factor in the lifestyle that comes with this, and we do anything we can to mitigate it, but ultimately we're living the life we want to live, and I think that's what's most important.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's crazy too, when if you look at like people who do the extreme games on TV, I don't know if it's called like that, but motocross, skate, BMX, it's
Yeah.
like nobody talks shit about them. Hey, boy, it's not good for your health to do that.
Well,
Yeah, maybe
And
maybe it
football
doesn't
players and
it
fighters.
does it does, huh?
And football players and fighters.
Yeah, so
yeah,
maybe
no
it
shit.
doesn't change your organs here, but you'll fucking have CTE. You can break bones. You can fucking break your neck and die.
Well, what do you think that Evil Knievel would have still been jumping that fucking Harley with or without the money? That motherfucker just wanted to jump a motorcycle, dude.
Oh yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like, obviously he made a career out of it. The guy's a legend, but like, he did that shit because he fucking loved it, dude. He loved the adrenaline. He loved fucking pinning it on his bike towards a ramp. That's what he loved. And dude, yeah, suffered big time because of it. Broke every bone in his body, I believe. Guys like
Yeah,
Matt,
nobody.
Matt Hoffman,
Yeah,
who have, pioneered the sports of big air, like, yeah, of course he got fucked up the whole time. And his life is very difficult now because of it. But it's like, that's what he loved, man.
yeah.
Well said.
So nobody starts a big career like that as a kid. Oh, I'm gonna make money in this. They just start doing something they really love and they get really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they're lucky, they can make a living later. So the other question here I have, let's end with that the podcast with that one. I think why this guy this is some guy asking that why NPC national winners were more impressive before, and I think he
Mm.
meant before, like Milos would be like, yeah, blah blah blah, they were better before. We
Okay.
thought about that before. I got an answer, but maybe Q, you want to tell us your opinion?
So I think this person's probably American, but it relates to the Canadian Nationals as well. And if you remember, Antoine, like Justin, you might not know a lot about this, but
Mm-hmm.
the guys that turned pro in the early 2000s, in the 90s, it was like one pro card winner every year, and
Yep.
they were fucking good. Every year, there was like a guy that looked like he could be potentially on the Olympics. Everybody looked like a fucking killer. Everyone that won the nationals in Canada, and I'm pretty sure in America, it was also the caliber was higher. I think it just got to a point where the NPC, the IFBB, it's a business, and they're doing really well, and the sport has really grown. They're giving out a lot of pro cards. There's a lot more opportunities. So I just think with that, the great guys are still turning pro, but there's also a lot of other people, a lot of other
Mm,
categories where they're turning pro. But at the end of the day, I don't really have an issue with it. I think that the people that are already going to be great, they're still going to be great.
Yeah.
You
mm,
know, but I just think it's just the business has grown.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
Justin.
I think the industry as a whole has just expanded, and when you have more people, you're gonna have more good people and more bad people, and I think that you just see an oversaturated population. Like I said, at nationals, there's 50 light heavies, and 20 of them shouldn't have been there. It
Mm,
just is what it is. But I think when you're talking about, I think these people are reflecting back, looking at the '90s, and you're looking at this, nationals that it's like Ronnie Coleman, Kevin Levrone, Chris Cormier, like it's like crazy, right? But that was all there was. There was no other divisions. So if we only had bodybuilding, you would have the guy who won classic, which was amazing, the guy who won men's physique, who was fucking good, and then you'd have the guy who won bodybuilding, and then you'd have all those guys who are pushing for size and trying to be the best bodybuilder possible. And then that bodybuilding lineup would look a whole lot different, wouldn't it? You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like these access to these different divisions, it just shifts the dynamic. Like there's still that many amazing bodybuilders, but they're just in different divisions. And now you got a guy who can only be 190 pounds and isn't pushing for size. But if he had to be competitive as a heavyweight, you'd see a 220-pound classic guy that was fighting for the top spot at these national
well,
shows.
Bumstead's first shows as an amateur, well, it was like a bodybuilder,
Yeah,
like in the I think of super heavies or the heavyweights. It was
yeah, I
really
think
good too.
he's a heavy. Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so that's what I mean. I think you're right. I think I agree also with that. There was only bodybuilding for men. There was nothing else. So everybody would like funnel down into these classes. And Q, it's funny you say that because when I won my pro card in 2012 at the Canadian Nationals, I won the super heavyweights. Zane Watson won the heavyweights. The light heavy was Greg Doucette, and the middleweight was Dura.
Yeah.
So that was the lineup in the overall, which is hilarious, right?
Yeah.
So everybody was doing the nationals, and in Canada there was the Canadian nationals, and then there was the North Americans. That's it. And then in 2011, I did the all amateurs. I was like the first Canadian to do that, to like go across to try to do an amateur show in the US. So it was different back then. Now I think there's just more pro shows. Like even the Mendoza from the gym, he tried to go to the Philippines to win his pro card because there was a pro qualifier there.
Oh,
Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't tell anybody though, because he has family over there. But yeah. So people they go to different countries now. Like, oh, which is there a qualifier nobody knows about that I can go and win? So it's like I think there's more shows to qualify. So like Justin said, it's more like diluted with all the classes. Because if you take like Urs, Dino, C-Bomb, and then you just max them out with 5 years more training to do the Open, and you push them into like a national show, they're gonna fucking it's going to be a lineup like Lavroni and all this stuff, right?
No question.
So, yeah. So I think that's the answer to that. There was just less classes, less classes plus less chance to win a pro card.
Yeah, everybody had to be the best bodybuilder on that day, so you've seen more good bodybuilders. Now you don't have to be the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think we're good for this podcast. Unless Justin, you want to do another question? Maybe it's up to you.
Oh, whatever. We can wrap it up. I got some stuff to do today, and I think that's a good place to end. Yeah. I think what we're trying to say is we need more bodybuilders. So if you're maxed out in classic and you've got a good physique, we want to see you in bodybuilding.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be scared. Take the time, put on the size.
We're gonna welcome you with our 23 inches arm.
Yeah, dude. Who doesn't want 23-inch arms and high blood pressure? Come on, dude.
Yeah. All right,
fellas. Hopefully, my microphone. I think I've got it figured out at this point. And,
no, you figured out.
Yeah, I know. It's been fucking pissing me off, dude. I feel bad because I get all these comments just roasting me for being like, Justin, your audio sucks, you piece of shit. Fuck,
you're a failure.
But I think I got it figured out now.
Yeah, no, it was great. It's good now. So whatever you did, that was perfect in the second half. All right, cool. Peace out, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good one.